Okay, in question 3, we're given a fact and we have to show that something. Now, show that means that what you're given here is your endpoint. So the very last bit of your answer is going to be, therefore, q squared plus 8q is less than 0. But that's not your starting point. This is your starting point, and this has got some trigger words in it. No real roots. So in your notes, you know that there is a particular chunk of algebra with the letters A, B, and C in it, that depending on whether it's positive or negative or 0, you've got real roots, or 2 real roots, or 1 real root, which you call repeated roots, or no real roots. So your starting point is to write down that chunk of algebra you've learned and put 0 and put either equals or greater than or less than 0 to show the fact that it's got no real roots. So a bit of looking up in your notes to do if you've forgotten. So I want to see this has got A, B and C in it, but it's not A, B, C. It's something else. And this is either less than or equals or greater than. And you write that down and you work out what your values of A and B and C are, and you substitute them into this discriminant, and you have something squared minus 4 times something, and you have greater than or less than or equal to 0, and you multiply this out and rearrange convincingly until you get to that. So show that the endpoint is given, you must get to that endpoint, but you have to do it convincingly. So this is where you start, something like that, with a sign in here. Okay, lovely. Oh, by the way, just before I finish, you notice there's a part A with no part B. This is a chunk out of a bigger question. In a future chapter, you'll learn how to solve things like that to find out the range of values of Q. But since you don't do that in chapter 2, it's not included. That part of the question isn't included in this homework, which is good.